According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, in 2017, around 194,000 of babies were born. Okay, I choose early pregnancy as a problem, as a big problem in my community. Why? Because I do believe, or I think that early pregnancy is really rampant in my community, not just in my community, but also in society and the entire world, rather universe. So, okay, early pregnancy is one of the problems in today's society. Many teenagers today don't know how big responsibility to raise a child when they are young too. Becoming a parent is a big responsibility that should give priority. But how can teenage person or people can handle this big responsibility if she was too young too? To raise a child involves a lot of patience and sacrifices, which a lot teens don't have. The risk of pregnancy among teenagers is largely increasing. Some teenagers who get pregnant early may experience anxiety, depression, and other emotional problems. We know that teenagers ages of 15 and 19 are still young, so emotion and other feelings of being teenage might occur. So we all know that teenage pregnancy is really rampant in your society, in my society, in your community, in my community. But some people ask, or maybe some student wonder or confuse what are the causes of early pregnancy or early teenage pregnancy. So, some of the causes of early pregnancy among teenagers are lack of education, especially sexual education. Of course, we all know that, diba? Particularly here in the Philippines, that most of the people who encounter this kind of situation is teenage from the title itself, no, teenage pregnancy. It's because they don't have enough education, especially sexual education. It's because wala sila'y limitation, wala sila'y boundaries, okay? And wala sila'y limitation and boundaries. Basta kung if they want to do that, they will do that. It's because lagi wala sila'y limitation, wala sila'y barriers, or yes. And then next one is the poverty. Of course, poverty and undergraduate or problem with their families. So these are the causes of early teenage pregnancy. And I do believe that if they have a cause, it also have a ways to prevent this kind of situation or this kind of problem that we've encountered in your society, in my society, or in your community and in my community. So here are the prevention, or here are the ways, or I will mention the ways and prevention I will mention the ways to prevent early teenage pregnancy. The only way to be sure you won't get pregnant is to not have sexual intercourse. However, there are many methods to reduce your chances of becoming pregnant if you're sexually active. Next one is according to a study published in the journal Plus One, P, capital L, O, S, capital O, N, E, and abstinence-only sex education was positively correlated with an increase in teenage pregnancies. So as what I've said earlier that if the particular person, he or she has a sexual education or education about or background education about that one, ma-prevent jud ang early teenage pregnancy. The third one is many communities offer counseling and support programs that help prevent teenage pregnancy. So of course, in your community, in my community, diba, there are ways na there are some seminars or yes, whatever educational background or seminars about teen pregnancy para they will teach, in your community, they will teach you how to prevent that, or they will teach you how to have a family planning, diba? Okay. Next is these groups can provide information on birth control and help teens understand their own sexual limits so they don't get into situation where they might have unprotected sex and get pregnant. So, diba, mo na siya. And, of course, they will teach you what are the ways para you can do sexual intercourse pero dili mabuntis ang usa ka babay. Diba? There are ways. Tugluan kanila on what are those ways. Next is, some programs offer peer counseling since it might feel more comfortable talking to someone your own page. Okay, so naman na face-to-face counseling, but due to this pandemic, you can use social media or any platform, any platform na pwede mo mag-counseling. It's because it's better to counsel, or it's better to go to your counsel, or yes, gusto ka na ay ma-story na professional para matagaan ka ng tips and mga guide para to prevent early pregnancy. So, thank you and God bless.